Hello, viewer. It's great having you on the show today, and welcome to another edition of Viewpoint. It is an exciting and interactive talk show with the Talkam as EB. On the show, we talk about everything and anything trending, ranging from entertainment to politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community, you just name it. All you need to do is sit back, enjoy, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima. Right here with me in the studio are my amazing co-host Confidence.
Hello, Hadiza. Hi, Peace.
Hi, Confidence.
And Peace.
Hi, Hadiza. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm fine, thank you. So all we do on the show is spark meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. And now, straight to the business of the day. Let's get started. In the words of Martin Luther King, oppressed people cannot remain oppressed forever. The yearning for freedom eventually manifests itself. So we will be discussing some really intriguing topics today. As usual, as always, we always talk about national issues happening in our country. So firstly, we will be talking about INEC's denial in the knowledge of the President Tinubu's drug-related forfeiture of $460,000 before the 2023 election. Also, we'll be talking about a report from an official of the Presidential Election Petition Court judge's resignation, that is Justice Ugo. Then lastly, we will be discussing about youth empowerment. All this and more after the break. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. This is Viewpoint, talk show where we talk as EB. Reports of the resignation of a member of the 5 panel of the Presidential Election Court in Abuja trended on Twitter and across all social media outlets on Thursday morning. An official of the 5-member panel of the Presidential Election Court, Justice Kabir Akombi, says social media reports of the resignation of Justice Ugo are untrue. On Thursday, the Court of Appeal refuted the news about Justice Ugo, who is responsible for handling petitions seeking the nullification of President Bola Tinubu's election and resignation. A high-ranking court official speaking to Vanguard newspaper dismissed the information as fake news, attributing it to evil rumor mongers. According to reports, Justice Ugo, who resigned due to pressure from the executive arm of the government, as he believes that it will harm Nigerian democracy. The report also alleged that Justice Ugo revealed being asked to compromise the independence of the judiciary by ruling in favor of President Tinubu. So, ladies, what is your take as regards the federal government refuting claims that the Nigerian judicial system, for once, is trying to do the right thing? Because with the littlest of hope that Nigerians had that, okay, people are actually going to do the right thing for the first time, and they are coming out now to tell us that it's not true, it's a lie. What's your take?
Well, I mean,
She just
I beg you.
So,
Which one is? Oh,
You need to give us reasons.
No,
why
like,
you think it's
what
scam.
is? It is not true. It is.
Mhm.
Where is the Justice Ugo go? Because see, for every rumor out there, there's always a basis of truth,
Yes.
a figment of truth inside it,
Mhm.
even though it's not. Do you know? You don't know they should use that as trial and error. When they want to put out something there, when they want to put something
Like
out
a
there,
test.
they test it first.
Mhm.
When the clapback is too much, then they come out and say, it's a rumor,
It's
it's
a
untrue.
rumor.
Which one is untrue? No, it's annoying. It's annoying because it questions our intelligence. It makes us think. Everybody just reacted to this, and all of a sudden, somebody's coming out and says it's untrue.
Mhm.
It's because you've seen the reactions of Nigerians. That's why you're saying it's untrue.
Mhm.
Because if Nigerians didn't react that way, if the reaction was maybe mellow, maybe they'll just replace him now. If now, they'll not come out and next thing you hear is, it's very true. Yes, his resignation was also untrue. This, that.
We could
But
see
the
it
way-
from the 8,000 naira.
Excuse you. How will they react like that and expect Nigerians to just sit back? How will they? Nigerians, see, it was a 50-50 thing. We didn't want to completely be faithless in Nigerian government. So we have hanged our hope on the judiciary. That's why we're trending all eyes on the judiciary. We have believed. But then when this man stepped away, it's like he blatantly showed the rest of us that you're on your own. You're on your own. And then when they saw this and saw how Nigerians reacted, I knew that this is going to extreme. They came back and said it's not true. Where is Justice Ugo? Say something did this month. Let him come out and say it's not true. Let him come out by himself and say, Nigerians, I was just joking, it was a rumor. But because he's somebody who is based on what we've seen, He's an integrous person. He can't come out and refute what he has already done. And someone else is coming at home and say, okay, they've just told you, don't worry, we'll just handle it by ourselves, don't worry. Let's take point and come and tell us. When you tell us, we'll believe. Confidence.
I've always said that the PEPT, the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, is a movie series because it's like there's a new episode
It comes with
every
episodes.
Extraordinary
time.
every day.
We talked about this on one of our episodes, and honestly, I was happy because it's not something we see.
Yeah.
It's not something that would, ordinarily happen. Like a sitting judge decided he does not want to do again. So there was the doubt, and then there was that item of, wow, this is wonderful. And then we wake up the next morning and they come out and say it's a lie. It makes us as a people, as a country, begin to question the integrity. It's not like we'll not be questioning the integrity. It will question the integrity of the judicial system the more.
And our
Because,
democratic institutions.
like this just asks, where is Justice Ugo? Why isn't he the one coming out to
say all
refute
this?
this claim and saying, oh, I didn't say I was stepping down, it's a rumor.
Suddenly he has become a child who cannot talk.
What's this back and forth that we're having with an arm of government that we should be looking at, we should be hanging our hopes on? That we know that if every other thing fails in Nigeria, the judicial arm should not fail. But it's like they are the ones that
are failing as
well.
well.
Do you understand? It's like they are the ones that are not making us because at this point, right? At this point in time in Nigeria, everything is just there. Everybody said that the last hope right now is on this election tribunal. This is where this case now is the last hope. And then you have people out there who are happy that, and some of the statements that were made, that is a rumor in quotes. A judge said, this is it. There's a kneecap on his neck.
Of course, how would all those
it begins to raise the question: is it logical that this is what was said? That the judge came out, he made
down
the statement,
down to the detail why he resigned, and somebody comes out and says
it's a lie.
And you're making us question are we intelligent? It makes us look like fools.
It makes us question what is the integrity of the judicial system, because people are just there. It's like people are just sitting on the fence, and it's not because we want to sit on the fence. Some people are saying the judicial system is trying. For God's sake, on one of the episodes, I said, Peace was like, oh, there's no faith. And I said, with this right now, it gives us that hope that if somebody can actually do the right thing, one person starts a revolution, and then the next morning you come out and say it's not true. Which one will go follow?
And this is a clear indication that
there is something, yes.
Of course, now.
Which one will follow? Because it is obvious that they're trying to, let's say, rig this one. They want to rig this one as well.
Nigerians, we are now, all of us here now, we are seeing Shege Banza Pro Max. And then maybe like the second edition of Shege Banza Pro Max. Because of course now, when fuel jumped 300%, we shall say Shege Banza Pro Max. Now it has jumped to it has added an extra 100%. It's moving to 1,000. This one is edition, maybe second or fourth edition of Shege Banza Pro Max. Because what is this? And now we are saying you guys should just rule in favor of the right thing. We're not saying rule in favor of Nigerians. Just these are the evidences. Do the right thing. And instead, you're coming to come and you're using us to play ping pong. Today you come. Today you say
it's a play on our intelligence.
Of course, now it's calling Nigerians. You are fools. You are fools. You don't have sense. You can't think for yourself. Because by the time we guys,
what's the integrity of the judiciary?
Nigerians, you've heard from us. We would love to hear from you, as always and as usual. So just get involved in our comment sections and tell us what you feel about the recent development. Okay, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Now moving to our next topic, which we'll still be talking about the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The Independent National Election Commission, INEC, has informed the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja that it had no knowledge of an over 20 years old United States District Court judgment that ordered President Bola Tinubu to forfeit $460,000 suspected to be proceedings of narcotic trades. Okay, INEC stated this in a case that was not brought to its attention before the 2023 presidential election. It's no longer news that on October 4th, 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu forfeited $460,000 to the United States government in its involvement in narcotics, trafficking, and financial transactions in violation of the US law. The 59-page attested this court judgment, and it confirms it. So, ladies, what are your thoughts or reaction as regards INEC denial of not knowing that Tinubu had to forfeit $460,000? Confidence.
Everything concerning Nigeria is tiring.
It's just like camera light action.
Every time I think about it, it's like, a piece of our IQ as a people keeps dropping. How do you come out as a national electoral body and you say you did not know that such a thing
that trended everywhere?
Thank you, that trended everywhere, that was written. We saw the document. I read it. I saw this thing. It's not like, okay,
and it was audio.
We saw it.
Lagos.
For God's sake, they said this is what, he's a drug baron and this is what happened. You come out and you say you don't know. I think these people are, this is drama, honestly. And every dramatic performance would always have an ending, good or bad. So they are taking Nigerians for a ride, and it is annoying. The words to describe it is not just there. An electoral body, a national electoral body comes out and says, because for God's sake, you screen this candidate. They go through
kind of
thorough
like
screening.
INEC,
It's a presidential seat.
somebody sits in his house, right? And then all of a sudden, result comes out, and his name is out there on the portal, INEC portal, and then everybody's like, how? And then INEC come and say, oh, we are not aware. He wrote it in the comfort of his home.
I like the analogy because because
exactly
there should be several other analogies for it. It doesn't make any sense because every time I think about it from the angle of it's a national electoral body. How INEC,
supposed to do your
Professor
investigations.
Mahmood, how do you come out and you say, because
You're
he's the head, you're not aware that such a document existed. You're not aware that he forfeited such amount of money, and they are proud to say it.
Don't you think it's a clear case of, okay, everybody's just trying to pull back from what they know? Okay, everybody's knowing the truth right now.
They don't want to do that. They know the truth. Yes, they know the truth, but because of what they stand to gain from this regime, because people always say it's not an administration, it's a regime.
It's not, though.
Regimes will come and go. So they know the truth, but because of what they stand to gain from this present regime, because of the money, in quotes, their share of the national cake, they will not say the truth. Because these are grown men, these are elders. We're not speaking about children. They're not toddlers. They're not babies. These are people at the helm of affairs, telling lies in plain sight.
That's hear from Peace briefly because she's tired of Nigeria right now.
This reminds me of two incidents. Like I can come at this from two perspectives. One, it reminds us, myself particularly, of somebody who shall not be named, whose favorite terminology was, I am not aware of what this is going to. I'm not aware that this happened. It reminds us clearly. Because how can you sit there, just like Confidence is saying, you are the governing body of election. The analogy I made, you are WAEC, and somebody out of nowhere just imagines the WAEC result, and you don't know where it came from. And that's the same thing. A governing body, you say you're not aware. You're not.
So what part of your screening
I don't
did you miss?
Thank you. Like, you are supposed to have screened these people. You're supposed to have confirmed them eligible to vote and to contest.
Yes.
And then because this is now called into question, your integrity is called into question. You are coming out here, you're not aware.
You're bringing
Sure,
out
don't let
a
person slam that mouth.
a whole lot of things from their arsenals.
As in, you're not aware.
When I don't know if you've watched, some of these fights, ring fights, where the opponent is already tired.
Of course, now
you're losing. So you're just bringing out, you are throwing all the punches. That is what is
happening. You're not aware.
But do you know when... Sorry to cut you short, but do you know when the Labour Party and the PDP presented cases like this, especially the Labour Party, they said it was baseless, it lacked merit and all that, just trying to push the thing aside. So why are you now coming out now to say we did not know
the second part?
That's why I said it's a case of, you've been cornered.
Yeah.
And animal has been cornered. So it's like, let me just, if I perish, I perish. That's
the second part. I think I'm not a law person, I'm not a law student, but I think there's a part of law that says ignorance does not allow you, does not
It's not
allow
an
you.
excuse of
Yeah,
the
it's
law.
not an thank you. Ignorance is not an excuse of the law. That INEC shamelessly, very shamelessly came out to say they are not aware, does not mean the law will not stand this course. INEC, first of all, you're going to get punished.
If they
I don't,
allow
I,
it,
I don't know who will punish you in this Nigeria.
if they allow
because
the law to
it's
take
a
its
wonderful
course,
country.
honestly.
Yeah, but then you should not, like, you should be sanctioned first of all. If truly the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive, if they exist to check each other, and this country is a country where democracy stands, first of all, you should be checked. You can, for shamelessly coming out to say you're not aware, which you know is a blatant lie. That is one. And then that somebody snuck past you and went to contest, despite being completely, like, I don't even know, disqualified, unable, unqualified,
disqualified,
unqualified
at every level.
I don't even know. I thank you. Unqualified at every level. And so for somebody sneaking past you, both that person and that is that village went to go and write that WAEC in, they will disqualify both him and that is WAEC. They will disqualify everything. So they'll disqualify everything. And so you cannot say that you are not aware of the 460,000, the $1,000, and therefore it excuses your income. Let me use the word of somebody I know. Your incompetence and your ineptitude. It's not. We are laughing now, but it's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not at all.
This
at
is
all.
Nigeria.
At
At the end
all.
of the day, this is Nigeria.
It's like you're just telling us, shake it.
Well,
Every time.
Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Moving on to our last topic for today, we will be talking about youth empowerment and the role the government and the youth have to play in shaping the society. Youth empowerment is the process of enabling young people who are often marginalized and lacking in opportunities due to socioeconomic and cultural factors to have the same chances and resources as everyone else. Empowered youth can meaningfully participate in social, economic, and political processes and contribute positively to their communities. Unfortunately, the government have not done enough to empower young people. Instead, they have constantly underfunded youth development programs and failed to create policies to cater for their needs. Non-governmental involvement in youth empowerment has had a devastating impact on young people, including increased poverty, social vices, and unemployment. In Nigeria today, intelligent, industrious, agile, and hardworking youths abound. Yes, the lamentable reality persists. A growing number of them are embittered and departing the nation's shores due to the lack of encouragement from the government. Far too often, these young talents have birthed exceptional creations and groundbreaking innovations only to vanish into obscurity or worse, captured by the allure of foreign lands that recognize and cherish their brilliance. On the show today, we featured a 19-year-old Izzy who built an automobile from the scratch to finish without any support and begs for recognition. So let's go over to Mr. Izzy. Mr. Izzy, it's nice having you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm also happy to be here today.
We're impressed. It's a beautiful innovation. But I'm curious, or we are curious. Nigerians out there are curious. How were you able to do this? How were you able to, get the materials that you used in building your this car? And did you get any financial support from family members or anybody at all? Did you get financial support or help? How were you able to pull this up financially?
How is it possible?
Everything you are seeing here, I did it alone. Both the sew the interior, everything, to weld the iron, to fix the engineering work, the electric, everything here you are seeing this car driving like this. I'm the one that did everything. But since I did this work, I haven't seen any contact from any government. My father is a palm wine tapper, so such finance like that. But keep struggling. I keep struggling and working hard. And also, even my father, because of there's no finance, my father also tried to discourage me to avoid wasting money for something that I didn't learn and I didn't learn from anywhere. But I just keep trying, and my father tried to discourage me because of there is no finance, there is no support. So I just try and work hard, and my father as well supported me as well. That is the only way. I didn't get any support from anybody outside our family. It's only the help of my father and my parents. That's all. Once I look something, once I imagine something, I feel like doing it. Like I feel like doing it, and I feel like I must do this. That is what is just a gift that God gives to me, which means anything I want to do. I once I imagine that I must do that, and God will help me for that, and I must get it. I say that this is a talent from God. So I started building such a thing like this from my childhood. So, but I say that I must build something that I will be driving around by myself. But and that is my wish from my childhood. But I also God also did it for me in this way, which I'm driving my car. I'm also driving my car along the road everywhere. Yeah. So this is the interior car. This is the throttle. This is the brake, and this is the clutch. This car is manual. This is the gear, chairs. So I see it. This is the door. I just see this car on picture. I see the real car on picture, and I like the I like the pattern. So I decided that I must use this pattern to do my own car. I will soon name this car my own name. But it's using fuel. Yeah, you can see. This is the engine. Too finance. I decided to use this small engine just to complete the project. Not because this engine is too good for this car, but there is no too finance. I decided to manage this one, and this one can serve me. Yeah. The car is working perfect.
Mm.
Wow.
Edisa, are you thinking what
Wow.
I'm thinking?
Wow.
This is
Wow.
wedding ride, though.
Wow.
Wedding ride. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not joining you to think. Oh.
No, we are being innovative
But
because this is
this
wow.
is really
This
beautiful.
is yeah.
This is what we don't get to see
As
every
in,
day.
so by the time you roll in inside this kind of ride on your wedding, everybody's going to draw.
Because
Wow.
imagine when he gets educated and gets the much needed help. Wow.
In Nigeria, not happen to him.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Az. That is all Mr. Az has for us, and you guys have heard it from him. So, ladies, what are your thoughts as regards his case?
Honestly, impressive.
Oh wow.
Does not define it.
Oh wow.
We
Oh wow. No, it's good
This
to
is not
acknowledge.
something, yeah, this is not something we, get to see every day. And, it tells you that there are young people out there who have talents and are making use of it. They are putting it into good use, and it is mind blowing to even make the effort to build a car from the scratch.
Without
I mean,
help.
we're talking about it and it feels like, but it's a big thing.
Of course it
It
is.
is a big thing. And honestly, I just pray and I hope that he gets the help that he requires, the help that he deserves. Because you can see that the young man has passion, he has drive, and he said it, over and over that he's hoping that, he finds somebody who's going to pick him up and, it will help him even further his education even more. So honestly, like, I'm happy, I'm glad that I'm seeing something like this, honestly.
Please.
Well, for me, okay, while you were talking, there was something you said. That some of these young men, you mentioned, they get lost, they fade into obscurity in Nigeria,
Yeah.
or worse, let me bring out that word, or worse, they leave the foreign land. My dear, that's not the worst. That's like the best. Because if instead of Nigeria to happen to somebody, let another country happen to that person. Seriously, let that country take that person.
Let no country happen to anybody, honestly.
Thank you.
speaking.
No, seriously. But then instead of that person's dream just dying, because this young man, this is a vibrant young man. From SS1 to SS3,
Very
you're
young.
building something.
Very young.
You build a car. You open it, you see wires. It looks naked and all those things. But yet, that is a dream. That is a big dream that was.
Yeah.
And then he didn't just stop there. You heard him saying he plans. He envisages building an electric car.
Having his own
Yes,
design,
yes. That's his next plan. It's going to because he's going to need money. But that's his next plan. And I'm like, it's not just the only person. There are so many Nigerians out there
yeah.
that have that are unique in they are great. And if the government, well, we should just leave the government aside. But seriously, and that is why it felt like I was praying for him. But it's worth praying for. It's like saying, I don't pray for Nigeria to happen to both him and any other person out there.
The
Because
state of the
seriously,
nation at this
we were
point.
taught, yes, we were taught when we were growing up that youths are the future of any country. And once you don't take care of your youth, you are killing that country.
Definitely.
And we have a country, we live in a country now where it is the elders are just clutching on. They are holding on to power. And nothing concerns them, concern youth. Nigeria can go to hell and burn to ashes for all they care. They're not investing in their youth. It's sad. And I really hope that this young man and other young men out there, or other young people out there,
They get the recognition.
they get the recognition and they get the ending.
Yeah.
Yes, the ending they hope for, the ending they wish. I really hope. So please, if another country wants to happen to you, let it happen to you. But please, when you finish, come back to Nigeria. We'll still want to drive your car. Thank you very much.
Basically, all we've just said is it is critical that the government prioritize youth empowerment and place it at the forefront of their development plans. Investing in young people is not only a sound economic decision, but also a critical step in ensuring social stability and safety. Thus, government policies and investments in various aspects of youth development must be consistent, streamlined, and targeted to achieve results. That's all we have for you on today's edition of Viewpoint. You already know, talk show where they talk as EB. We really do appreciate you and your time greatly. Let's do this again, same place, same time. We would love to hear from you as always. So be a part of our conversation by dropping your opinions on our comment section. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting and captivating episodes of Viewpoint. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell on our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. Our website is Oweleketv. Till we come your way again. See you next time.